Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Supreme King again, and we're back with some more Tekken gameplay. Now, if you see, you've probably seen by the thumbnail, and if you click on this video, you probably hate Eddy, love Eddy, but probably struggle a lot against him, and you're wondering why the hell did I say, if you hate Eddy, watch this video. Well, here's the thing. As a content creator slash Eddy main, he's more my, oh sorry, I almost dropped my controller. He's more like my second main rather than my main, because my main is as a sinner. I know for a fact that a lot of people hate Eddy. I keep getting hate comments on the stuff I post, mostly about Eddy. Some people will insult Eddy, some people will insult my way of playing Eddy, some people will insult me straight up, which is crazy. I just find it funny. I don't think any of those insults personally. I think it is what it is. But I've always thought, one thing I always thought is kind of weird is that Eddy is actually not that strong. This is not me trying to downplay him as a person who plays Eddy. It's just a straight fact. If you play him if you put him in comparison to some of the other characters in the roster, he's actually not that strong. A lot of people mostly struggle with this guy is mostly because of knowledge checks, right? And nobody really wants to take the time to learn him, and that's why you struggle, and you're never not gonna struggle against him, because the only way for you that don't love the character to not struggle against this character would be for the devs to remove the character altogether. It doesn't matter how much they nerf the character, if you don't know, right? If you don't know what he does or the properties of what he does or the frames and whatnot, then you're never going to be able to beat him, because that's just what it is. If you choose to hate instead of learning, you're always going to be shit, right? But that's kind of why I wanted to make this video for you guys today. I wanted to show y'all how it looks like when a person knows the matchup really well, right? It can be very frustrating. So I'm the Eddy on the left. I'm playing against this panda. His name is FU, and this game, if you see the video from Friday, you already know that he was the last match of said video. I did find out at the end that he is an Eddy main as well, so that explains a lot of his matchup knowledge. But I just want y'all to know, and I'm gonna also break it down, my thought process and the stuff that he was doing correctly to beat up my Eddy. And yeah, man, hopefully y'all can learn something of this. The main reason why I even started watching the replays is because I wanted to know the frames from him, from Panda, because I know nothing about it. Like, for example, that move is launch punishable. I did not know that. Right, so I didn't know that was punishable either. Right, good stuff. I thought that wasn't safe. I needed to duck that. I needed to block low, but I didn't. Didn't know that was minus 14. We learned, but as you see, right here, straight away, it's this while standing 4. The first part is a mid and the second part is a high. You can duck it, you can punish it. Boom. And he did just so brilliantly. Again, punishable. I did not know his launch punishable at least. It's turning 19 frames, so yeah, I could have done a lot of shit. He had me read in here. What I usually try and do when I'm playing with Eddy is for the first few rounds, I always try and do some more bait knowledge check strings, right? Because I'm trying to figure out what do you know about Eddy, so that then I can formulate my gameplay. I didn't expect him to know everything, right? Like I said, I found out at the end that he was an Eddy main, but at the beginning I had no idea whatsoever. So like I kept trying stuff and just kept perfectly dealing with all these things. So it's very much like a surprise for me, because I don't usually find people who know Eddy that much. I use down forward 1. Again, it's a base string to know that he knows. He didn't duck this time, so it kind of gave me a bit of confidence, but that was bad of me. I want y'all to remember, I'm not going to say anything now, but I want y'all to remember this exact situation with the counter hit, right? Because it will come in handy in the future to remember that. I got the wall breaking hell sweep. I tried to go for one more, he blocked correctly. Good grass. He tried to get the wall, it didn't work. I needed to be more ready for that low, but like I say, I don't play a lot of Panda, so I have no idea what's going on with certain of these animations, which is bad on me. I'm not saying that's his fault, but yeah, you see, this is why I wanted y'all to remember the previous interaction, right? See how every time I try to cancel into the I think it's the bananera stance, right? The handstand stance. See how he always tries to challenge it, right? At the time, I didn't clock this, but I'm clocking it now. He always tries to challenge it because he knows that I'm at a massive frame disadvantage. It's like a 10 to 12 frame disadvantage every time I try to cancel it on block. It's something ridiculous, right? So you can actually confirm whether or not I'm going to finish the string or if I'm going to cancel into the stance, and if you wait just long enough, a jab will beat most, if not all, of my options from the stance if I cancel into it, alright? So just keep that in mind as well. I tried that, it did not work. I tried that, it kind of caught him airborne, but I guess so. I did not know that was also most punishable, it's a good thing to remember. I tried to delay this as much, but it didn't work in my favor. Great counter hit by him. Alright, I did good by not cancelling. I always want to at least one level of installment. Right. That was good of me. Build some space. And go for the 4-4. 4-4 is arguably some of the best moves that he has. It's a hit confirmable, but not a lot of hit window for it. Counter hit confirmable, sorry. Hit engager at 13 frames is very good for me to use, so I use it a lot. Good wall combo. Yeah, he was ready for in case I finished the string. Right. So if I knew, I would have tried something different, but I didn't. Again, this is launch punishable. I do know that one is launch punishable. I didn't launch it because I wasn't expecting him to use it there. It's just bad on me. See, again, right? I cancelled into stance. He confirmed that I cancelled into stance and he was about to use a jab, right? The one thing that would work in my favor in this situation was the bananera 4. Why? Because I get the counter hit in there. So that's the only option Eddy has that will beat the panda if a or any other character if the character chooses to wait, right? I should have clocked this during the match. It would have helped me a lot more. I did not, and I kept getting killed by it. Unfortunate. Fortunate. Who? He didn't finish it. I was expecting him to finish it. Alright. Another low. I should have, like, at this point, I wasn't reading him very well. He used space greatly and then he used a launcher on me. I was not doing a good job of reading him. Great combo. Yeah, I did great. In here, the better situation to use would have been, let me get this. Not a low parry, let me retry actually. Yeah. Something like that would have worked way better for me. I should have tried that. Again, I didn't know. I thought it would have finished the string standing. I really don't fight a lot of bears, so I'm here to learn as much as y'all. I got lucky with the bear range. He has very little legs. It's a very weird range. I got lucky in that situation. He confirmable 4-4. He could have killed me in here. I'm pretty sure he could have killed me. He just did a bad job that one time. I didn't realize I moved on -6. I tried another hit confirm 4-4, but it didn't work. So I don't usually go for the... Sorry, I'm speaking kind of fast. I hope y'all can still understand what I'm going for. But yeah, I tried another hit confirm, but like the window is really tight for the 4-4 hit confirm, kind of hit confirm. So like I failed, but it's fine. In here, right? Because in this situation, I was expecting, what I was thinking is I just want to catch him by off guard and maybe get a down 4-1-3, right? I know he knows this. I know he knows and I know he can duck it, but like I decided to just try it anyway, right? I think he wanted to sidestep or do something else, but from that angle, sidestepping would have been impossible. I did good in here. He didn't challenge me on any of my lows, so he went great, and the fucking ending was sweet. If y'all want to see live commentary, go check out the video from last Friday. And yeah, man, it was really fun. It was a really good match, right? But this is where it gets tricky. We won the first one. We did really well at adapting, but like, I think that in here, he kind of finished downloading me. He did a really great job at downloading me, right? And like I say, I wasn't anywhere closer to downloading him in the process, right? So this and I lost 3-0, and then I won the next one. I lost 3-1. It was really bad because this is when he just he figured out what I was going for, and I didn't figure out what he was going for. Again, I also didn't know the frames and none of this shit. So it's like he made it seem like your boy was a fucking, I don't know, Raijin fighting against the God of Destruction. It was kind of bad. But let's get into it, man. Again, I was not reading any of those lows. I'm surprised he did launch that. I gotta look at with this launcher. Also, I'm really wary when it comes to combos because the bears have such a weird hitbox that's like some combos, situationals, will not work like they should. Right, so you'll see me do a lot of bad combos in here as well. You've probably already seen some in the first match. I tried to go for another sidestep 3+4, didn't work. Yeah, he's just spacing me out, and then a launcher. As soon as he saw me in range, yeah. And I broke no throws. I don't think I broke a single throw, which is very unfortunate. Okay, good stuff. Yes, sir. Go for the first level. As an Eddy, I always try and go for the first level as soon as I can. Again, I didn't know this was punishable. One thing I do want to try, actually. Right, so after a few level sessions, I realized that 4-3-4 is the only thing that will actually catch him in that situation. From Eddy, I think it's probably the longest range move he has that would actually catch him, which is very unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is, man. At least we know something. But let's get back to it. I didn't know it was minus 13 again. He knew very well that it was launch, but he fumbled the combo for some reason. Again, this is where I could have 100% launched it. Let me go back in here. No, here actually. I want to see something. So I could have launched that. Yeah. So this is annoying because I fumbled it because I didn't know that move was -5, but he used it twice and I just fucking used the fucking long ass move that got me in a kind of hit situation, and then it just stepped on my toe and I died. It was annoying. No throw breaking whatsoever. I promise you I'm good sometimes, bro. I promise you I'm good. Good situation by me. I don't think he was expecting that, but hey, it is what it is. Hey, good read on the low. I wanted the health back of the heat engagement. Obviously, if I could have cashed him in, it would have been better as well. But yeah, at that point, he was just reading me perfectly, and like, I was really getting desperate in here. I was just doing stuff. Again, he challenged me every time I go into stance. That was unfortunate again because of the bear fucking stupid ass range or hitbox. Sorry, bear hitbox is very weird. And then at the end, I tried to go for the low counter hit launcher. It didn't press. He was a very patient guy. I think like he really discouraged me from using it, and I only get it like once in the whole match. I think the down back 2-3 from Eddy, which is very unfortunate. It's a very good move, but it's also very unsafe. Whew, we are back. Let's go. I didn't know that move was punishable. Again, I need to remember those strings, those little animations more. I needed to have punish in here. The punish was came so late, but I just put myself in a situation to be punished myself, and that was so bad. You keep going for these lows, and there's not an inch of like reading this shit by me at all. He missed the punish in that, but he had the duck. I need to here confirm those better. I went for the throw just so I could swap sides, to be honest. And then like I thought, so when the character is out of range, like when we have this much range in between us, and they do something like the hit burst cancel, I always go to my go-to move is the down forward 4 because it's some of the highest range move Eddy has. This time he obviously failed, which to me was very fucking unfair, but whatever. And you know, again, I thought that shit was punishable. I was trying to be smarter with my punishes, Tried to do while standing 1, which is 30 frames, but that thing was only 12 minus 12. Again, not an ounce of reading set lows, man. I'm literally just... And again, it happened one more time, bro. Not reading nothing. Not reading nothing. I guess I got a lucky read in here. I wouldn't say it was a good read. It was just a lucky one. And yeah, man. Once again, it makes me pay for doing dumb shit. Break the wall. He probably could have killed me if he used the hit dash or something, but it don't matter. He's gonna win anyway. Again, HP back, keep the pressure up, and I'd go for the dumbest thing, right? I do think I was getting a bit overconfident with the again, I didn't know at this time that he mained Eddy. I just knew he had a lot of information on Eddy. So I was getting kind of confident with the down forward 1-3 because of the amount of times he worked. But I always say, don't use that move, at least not as much, because the move is very bad, right? It's very obvious that it's a mid-high. It's very easy to duck. It's not hit confirmable at all. It's like, I would personally not recommend using it, but I myself can fall for the trap of relying on something that I've seen work a couple of times, you know what I mean? Because in the last few matches, it worked like I think twice already, and the other time that it didn't work, he did not duck it either, so I was kind of like in the hopes that he would at least not duck, like best case scenario, get hit by it, and then worst case scenario, I hope he would at least just block it and not duck it, but he ducked and punished, and he killed me. I thought that move would have been more punishable if I'm being honest. Good stuff by me. Again, need to be more ready for certain stuff. Yeah. See how the jab works. This time I was ready because I thought at least this move needs to be a launch punishable. And it worked. Yeah, again, he challenges. As soon as you see my legs go up, this boy jabs to bits. Very patient guy, very patient guy. And now I'm just, again, finally I get a good read on it. Finally I get a good read on it. I thought I could get the low. Again, no low reading or whatsoever in here. So I also played really bad. Throughout the course of the matches. But this is for you guys to know how stressful it can get on the Eddy main's brain when you finally find it. When you're so used to not having nobody checking your knowledge check moves. Like, you can fall into this trap of then when you do find someone who does know, you just kind of panic a little bit. I'm not immune to it. Sorry. Good combo. I finally get one low counter hit. Launcher. Trying to make him pay. I want to go for both levels. I know I could have done this without activating heat, but I wanted both levels of the move. I thought it was launch punishable and fucking died for it, bro. Fucking died for it. It's the move itself. There's so many. The animation is so long that it looks like it's more punishable than what it actually is. That's why I fell for it and, you know, died. Right, you people, I hope you all enjoyed it. I know it wasn't like very detailed or anything. That it's not for any reason in particular. It's just I just want you all to know that Eddy isn't really the seven-headed unbeatable monster that some people think he is. Even if his animations tend to be a little bit annoying, right? The reality of things is that, like, he is actually very easy to fucking beat if you just know. You just need to know a tiny little bit of things, right? You go ahead, this move, a lot of Eddies use it. I use it a lot myself because if you cancel it on block, hold on, let me do this. Yeah, on block, this move is +3. It's very good, but it's a high. You can duck and launch that shit. This is a mid-high. You can fucking end is a -7, so at least it still gives my turn away. But it's a mid-high. You can duck all of this. Like the while standing fall again, mid-high. You see how many of these situations I try and cancel this shit. I'm -22. Like if you try and jab out of this on block, I will most likely die, right? I just want y'all to know that bro, it actually doesn't take a lot to beat. Like a lot of knowledge for Eddy to become a much more simple character to beat. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people just don't like how his animations look. I will admit, some of his animations do look very similar to one another, and they can get kind of confusing. Sorry about this. And obviously, I don't expect everybody to like furiously lob him. You know what I mean? I know you'll probably have better things to do. You'll probably just want to play the game, really. And I don't expect anybody to do it, but like, there's no excuse to not know at least the bare minimum. You know what I mean? There's a lot of other stuff that you can know, and I just wanted y'all to see how it looks and how frustrating it can be when we find someone that does know the matchup and is very like consistent about the knowledge that he knows, and punishing and ducking and properly responding to moves like this. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't exclusive knowledge. Everybody can learn this. Everybody can like get this good at fighting Eddy, right? So hopefully for y'all that hate Eddy, hopefully y'all learned a little bit more on how to beat him. And for y'all that love Eddy, I'm sorry. I don't know what else to tell you, man. I'm sorry. Alright, man. Thank you so very much for watching. If y'all learned anything, please leave a like, a comment, and a subscribe. It's been your boy Supreme King, and I'm out.